what did Papa do out there in that garage all day long? And that's like moved his stuff from one building to the other, then back from that building back here.
Move the barn 2 feet to the left.
Yeah, barn 2 feet up. So a lot of this stuff, what you see is, hey, look at it. This is worth $5 a piece, every one of these things. And I got them over there, there, and here. And so if I need any color paint, listen, I got it. I don't have to go to Rural King. Look at, there you go, all you got to do. Look at that. Flat satin red, Kills, chrome, bare metal. Got 5 of these the other day. Look at these right here. Heck of a deal on these things. Yard sale, bought the entire box for $1. So I got 5 cans of the same thing. You ever need one of these cans, let me know.
$25 for it.
$25 and I bought the whole box. Okay. In the meantime, I'm picking up today and gotta get on working on my Cadillac again pretty soon. Right now I'm trying to make some space so I can bring my gas tank up here and work on my gas tank. Right now I got a gas tank. It's gonna come up here in just a few minutes. Meantime, I got all this stuff. I'll have to patch the tank on, or the cooling system. So there's all my collection of cooling system stuff right there. And oh yeah, and this guy yesterday helped me. He patched the tire for me. So there you go. And there's my.
Is it still inflated?
Yep, it's still inflated today. So he must have done something right, huh? Looks like it, huh? So anyway, that need to go back to the garage where it belongs, so we can find it next time. And I count myself real fortunate that I'm a really organized guy. I know where to find my stuff. This is my pile that's going back to the greenhouse real soon. And this is the stuff where Logan's gonna all of a sudden he's gonna start working on sanding all that these metal shelves out here. That's gonna be Logan's job. We're gonna see. He says it's a Gabunkel job.
What does that mean?
Gabunkel.
What's Gabunkel?
It's Garth, the uncle, and the contract job. So isn't it? How do you remember Gabunkel?
Boy and uncle.
Boy and uncle. Yeah. Okay. The Gabunkel. A boy and an uncle job. So that's what we're hoping gets accomplished.
If you have a boy, you have one boy. If you have an uncle, you have one uncle. But if you have a boy and an uncle, you have half of
you don't get anything done. That's right. Yeah. Get a lot of kung fuing done. Pick up a stick and kung fu everything you see. That's what Mr. Lord does. So anyway, hopefully I'm making progress out here picking up this plunder. Like for example, what are these doing here? They don't need to be here. So I'll put those back and everything goes back to its location. Heading back in this way, in this direction.
So what's the plan for this area?
Well, this plan here is, believe it or not, is supposed to get worked on pretty soon. I am working on that, I guess, right here. At least I'm thinking about it. Because look at there it is, right there. I got to make another one of these. The drawer runners fell off from my Civil War display case.
If you put it out there front and center like this, then you'll keep thinking about
that
it.
Means I'm moving it off my language list. So it's moving up on the language list.
So how many items are on your language list?
A lot of them. The thing about my language list is that it's an incomplete language list because it never gets all the things added. That way it's easier to not have to worry about it. So anyway, this is look, for example, here's a language thing. This thing right here, this needs a piece of glass repaired, and I thought that I had the wrong size glass, but I have the correct glass for this beautiful clock that's in here, but I thought I had the incorrect size glass, but you can't get a piece of glass any bigger than this. So it was the right glass all along, but I need to figure out how to reattach it properly so it doesn't fall out once it's mounted on the wall, which would be a big catastrophe because then you'd have a broken clock. So, but that clock's also went from about $300 to about $600. So it wasn't too bad, just languishing. As it languished, it gained in value. So that's not all bad. So, but the big language project is right here, huh?
That's your oldest language project.
That's the oldest language project, yeah.
Since 19 what?
In early 80s, maybe 85. So I'd say it's a 35 to 37-year-old language project.
And eventually, It's gonna. Well, soon to be a 40-year language.
It's soon to be a 40-year language project, yeah. 62 Bonneville. Yeah. But it stays in pretty good shape here, you gotta admit. It hasn't deteriorated any, so I guess that's positive. And stuff gets piled up on top of it, which shouldn't be there, but it does. It gets piled. This is all my stuff here, and I'm looking for a place to put this stuff. For example, I had this, I think, was on the corner up there, where that needs to go back somewhere. So if I'm here, why don't I move one of them? I think I had it up here. If I'm not mistaken, that will fit up there. Yep. So why don't I put it back up here? These things here are all, they're all advertising pieces. All this stuff here, for example, see that little box of brand new brooms? See that? Whisk broom.
Are they in there?
Yep, they're in there too. The whisk brooms are in there. And so one of these days they're going to have a big auction, and it's going to be the Kaiser Properties auction, and they're going to say, man, that guy was a pretty smart guy for collecting all that junk. He really had it. He really got the junk. So in the meantime, this is all advertising boxes of stuff that one of these days is probably going to show up at the auction. So anyway, look at that neat nifty graphic on there. Pretty cool, huh? If you never need any brake bands for a 37 a Hotmobile, let me know.
You never know.
Yeah. So, or sunglasses. There you go. You can get yourself some sunglasses. There's your sunglasses right there. They're kind of cool. Yeah. Or Rolodex. You never know when you're never going to need a Rolodex. I've consulted that Rolodex many times. Or a wolf whistle. If you ever need a wolf whistle, come see me. All kinds of stuff. I always check my mouse traps. Oh, no mouse. I always keep my eye out for mice, because you can't let the mice come in here. Yeah. So that's what I got. Here's the license plate. That's the Banksia, bull Banksia. Did you see that thing? Those little lips on there? That terrifies people. A lot of people are afraid of those lips.
That is creepy.
That's creepy.
What is that?
That bull Banksia. It's out of Australia. It's a bull Banksia fruit. Now Neil would love to take that thing, impregnate it, and turn it on his lathe.
Oh wow.
Right. And he'd think that was really cool.
That's got some weight to it too.
Yeah. Neil would love it. I bought it at I was cruising at an antique store and saw it over in the corner, and I thought, what in the world is it? I knew it was some kind of a fruit pod, but I didn't know where it was from. And so after I bought it, I come back and in Google search, picture search, bing, popped up right away. It said it was a Banksia.
How much was it?
Like $10 or something like that. And I figured, hey man, that's the best $10 I ever spent getting one of those things. I wanted that bad.
Oh, Confederate flag, you're canceled.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So I guess the plan for this would be to one of these days cruise over to one of the big box stores and buy a kitchen, and then all of a sudden start putting this kitchen together. I don't know where I need to go first. What stalled on here was the fact that it needed to have the mini split installed. And Brad's supposed to be calling me back about that, and he never calls me back. I don't know what the story is. Brad Marquis.
Oh, Brad. Okay.
Yeah, Brad Marquis. So I was supposed to cut the wall and install the pad for the mini split. So once the mini split's installed, then because the electricity's got to be run to the mini split, and the electricity has to be run over here to this thing as well, son. And once we get this, like for example, see this on-demand water heater? If the on-demand water heater was installed, run the electricity to it, and then we can start, buttoning, doing some stuff in here. That's one of the reasons that stalled. And so, among the other things. Of course, passing to Clara, there was a lot of stuff to do besides work on this. So that was part of the excuses to not do anything here, was to pass it into Clara. But anyway, there's stuff to be done, and maybe one of these days it'll get done, but By the way, there's some extra beers.
I
there.
just got that.
Oh, you just got that?
At Kroger.
Oh, okay. So you just got that at Kroger. Let's get rid of these things. We won't need these.
Well, there's part one of Farm 2022.
Okay.
This is the Garage Mahal
Garage Mahal.
and the old garage.
Yeah, the old garage.